B-League action comes your way here as the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS host the Shinshu Brave Warriors. As the season starts to wind down, all the games are important. We'd like to welcome you here to the Yokohama Buntai. Our venue, as you can see, look at this venue. Yokohama is very proud, and they should be. Considered one of the best arenas. That's part of my bucket list, to be able to make it here to Yokohama. Another one, of course, is the Coliseum of the Ryukyu Golden Kings. That'll be nice to see as well. That was the venue of the previous World Cup, which is hosted by the Philippines, Japan, and Indonesia. Right now, let's enjoy being inside here, the Yokohama Buntai Arena. And the fans of Yokohama hoping that their squad gets another victory here. We're going to show you the team standings in a bit, and there you have it. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS at 22-28, way behind the San Neo Phoenix. No chance of catching them, but as far as they're concerned, they'd like to be able to get as many victories, and they don't want to lose to Shinshu, who only sports a 6-44 record. This is the wild card picture, and again, they may have an outside chance of making it, but maybe not. As we take a look at some of the previous records of both these squads, Yokohama, of course, boasts of one of the most electric players in Yuki Kawamura. You saw him a while ago. And they also have a young budding star in Kai Soto. Kai Soto was lent to the squad of Yokohama, and he has played sweet music together with Yuki Kawamura. On your screens a while ago, you saw Koyasudo. This is him in action. They're hoping he comes up with a good performance here, as they'd like to be able to win in front of their hometown fans. There are some of the imports getting ready to showcase their wares here this Wednesday evening. As we take a look at some of the previous records of both these squads. Talking about the Shinshu Brave Warriors, who are the visitors here. They've lost their last 5 games. As you can see there in your screens. The last was to the Gunma Crane Thunders. That was last April 7. They lost 89-85. Actually, they had a lot of heartbreakers, really, if you look at it. The Shinshu squad is pretty good. They also lost to Gunma the day before, 86-83. So they lost on the 7th by 4 points, and they lost on the 6th by 3 points. That's really gotta hurt. Here for Coach Michael Katsuhisa. You got the lineup here. Unfortunately, for the Filipino fans, there is no Ronje Abarientos. He was number 0. So they're going to be relying on a lot of the new imports. Actually, they started out the season with number 7, Stanton Kidd, who's gone. So they have Elliot Donley in their starting lineup. Also in the starting lineup is Kaito Ishikawa, number 11. Number 12, Louis Kurihara is also there. They have number 25, Justin Mutz, one of their newer imports. And they have number 26. That's Angus Brandt, who also is a new addition. That's Coach Michael there with his back to us. So they went through so many imports. They also have David Simon, who wore the number 9 for their squad. So now they're going to be going with Wayne Marshall, number 50. So it's Brandt, Marshall, and Mutz. Also gone is Dion Thompson, who was number 21. Now let's have the introduction of the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS.
This ship is manned by us, the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS.
There you got the starting lineup for the squad of Yokohama. They're starting out with number 1, Jared Uthoff. Number 5, Yuki Kawamura, their star. They have number 11, Kai Soto. Number 15, their import, Devin Oliver. And they have number 30, that's Koya Sudo. Our officials are referee Kubo, referee Kano, and referee Ishida. Quickly, let's go back to the starting lineup. It's Uthoff, Kawamura, Soto, Oliver, and Sudo for the home squad. For the visitors, they've got Donley, Ishikawa, Kurihara, Mutz, and Brandt. Midweek action coming your way here from the B-League. This would have been an interesting matchup. Not head-to-head, because they won't face each other really. That's Kai Soto there on your screen from the Philippines. Part of the Gilas national squad. And against Ronjay Abarientos. RJ Abarientos, who unfortunately is not suited up here for today. He's been in and out of the lineup because of injury. So 2 Filipinos would have been showcased in this affair, but right now we've got one, and one of the better ones, parading their wares in Japan and overseas in Soto. He's going to be jumping up here against Uthoff. He should win this tip. We are all set to go. Tip is won by the home squad, and they go to Kawamura. Why not? Always at the controls for his squad. We'll send it to the wing. Kai up high. He can hit the outside shot. He also has the 3 in his arsenal. Tries to set that pick. Rolls to the basket. That's too easy for Kai Soto. You need to put a body on him. He rolls. He slams. He's on the board. 2-0 here for Yokohama. Donley will bring it out. Using that pick. Open three. Not gonna work. Quick rebound there by Devin Oliver. And he'll bring it down. Try to create himself. And look for his big man once again. The pass was behind Kai. They send it out high. Open three. Knocked down there by Ishikawa. It's 3-2 now. 1 point lead by the visitors. Kai Apai. Not really his forte. Take it to the hoop. Extra pass. Yuki tries to go inside once again. Another basket here for Soto and another assist for Kawamura. Well, they're hoping that combination of Soto and Kawamura can lead them to the playoffs next year. A full year behind Kai Soto and that man with the ball. Should work out well. Little short there from Kawamura. Trying to bring it all the way inside. Kai's gonna pick up his first board. Off that miss there. Foul will be called as Ishikawa hits the deck. Nice look there, Justin Mutz. He's going to pick up the first personal foul. It wasn't Ishikawa who hit the deck. Soto. It's off now to Kawamura. Nice curl inside. Nothing there from Oliver. They try to go to Donley. Donley gets denied. Oliver was waiting for that shot. He got the block. Once again, Kai Soto with a spin. Wild shot there. That's where Kai needs to be a little stronger. As he was going to the basket, he made contact there with the defender. That threw him off his plane. Foul's going to be called here in Yokohama. It's going to be on Kai Soto. Kai's going to have his hands full against Angus Brandt. Brandt plays very strong inside. He's going to use the strength factor here against Kai, and he needs to. He's lacking in height. Mutz from the outside will misfire. There's Kai once again. Pretty good box out. But again, with a stronger upper body, he can collar those boards. Baseline inbound. Here's Donley once again. Door shot on him. Finds Mutz. Mutz to the wing. Forced to put up a three here. That rims out. Nice board by Kai. That's what he needs to do. Every single defensive board should go to him. Brandt with a miss there from Oliver. Up and down basketball is what we have here at the Yokohama Bundai. Mutz will get it to drop. Look at the seesaw affair we have here in the first period. Kawamura calling out the play. Goes up high. Kai's gonna have to give this one up. Eventually does. Quick three. Pulling the trigger that time was Sudo. We talked about him in the pregame. He needs to deliver big numbers today. Catch and shoot. That's a sweet looking shot there. Kuihara. That's his specialty. You need to put a man on him, in front of him at all times. Oliver to Kai. Gonna set up Kai. Really try to challenge. A little bit of a fake there. But he misses from point blank range. They try to go inside. The pass a little bit too strong. Yuki picks it up. Finds Oliver. Oliver to the wing. Kai Soto will line up a three and come up short. They're running Mutz. We'll go to Brandt. Brandt will miss though. Worried about the shot blocking ability of Kai Soto. 4-point lead enjoyed here by Shinshu at 8-4. Basket not going to work once again. Brandt has controlled the defensive boards. Ishikawa flips it. Brandt will miss. He would have been better served bringing it down and going up strong. Utov can hit from there. Puts it up. Knocks it down. And a timeout will be called here by the Shinshu Brave Warriors. Coach Michael wanted to talk to his boards this early in the ball game.
試合が始まりました。横浜 B-CORSAIRS vs 新州。第1クォーター残り4分38秒。7対8で横浜が1ポイントビハインド。さあしかし会場の熱気が素晴らしい。ね、選手たちもいいコンビネーション、いいコミュニケーションが見えていると思います。ここでどんどん巻き上げて、まずはリードを取っていきましょう。Let's go B-COR! 新州ボールから激しいディフェンスを見ましょう。Let's go B-COR!
Josh Scott will make his first entry in the ball game. Josh Scott playing for the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, number 40. He's a strong defender, and as I said that, comes up with a block here. Kawamura, wild shot. That was against 4 players. That was asking for too much. Wayne Marshall in the ball game as well. Kurihara. Poor pass. Can't find Mutz. How about not taking good care of the basketball? Extra pass. Flipping it and missing. That's Kai King. Nice basket from Kawamura. He can get baskets any which way. Donley kicks it out. Open three. Ishikawa connects. One-point lead once again here. Enjoyed by Shinshu. Skarapai. Not necessarily his forte as well. Taking it to the basket. He likes operating inside the shaded area. That's not good spacing. Kai King. With the jumper short. Not a good offensive pattern that time for the home squad. Kurihara. Ishikawa. A little bit of a push off. Mutz will go down low to Marshall. Shot clock down to 7. Louis falling away. Nothing. Kai King, that's where he excels, in the open court. Almost impossible to stop him. He's quick and he can elevate to finish strong. 12-11 is our tally. Under 2.5 to be played in the opening quarter. Nice tap from the back from Uthoff. Kawamura running, using his speed. Looking for a secondary break. Why not? Kurihara was caught there up against Uthoff. That's a mismatch. Quickly spotted there. Kurihara will take a seat as he picks up his first personal foul. Back in the ball game, Ishikawa, one of the starters. Scott goes up high. Uthoff still holding on to it. Uthoff falling away. Will misfire. Another rebound here by Brandt. Shinu inside. Brandt power move. That's going to rim out again. He's missed 2 layups. Sorry, misses here for Angus. Kawamura will launch and come up short. Shinu once again. Will get fouled. Stopping the action here off that foul from Sudo. That's a duty foul, really, more than anything else. Just to stop the action and get Sugiura in the ball game. That's Yusei Sugiura, 6'5" player, tough defender. Can also hit the outside shot. Usually a starter here. Now coming off the bench. Hoshino shaking, baking, getting denied there by Scott. Looking for Sugiura, he'll give it out. Uthoff kicks it out. Scott with the jumper, yes. First basket for Josh Scott. Under a minute to be played in the opening canto. Making sure there was contact there was Ishikawa. Still have 2 free throws coming up. Watch it here once again. He saw that Yuki was there. Bodies got entangled. So Kawamura will take a seat. This is a regular substitution pattern for Coach Taketo Aoki. 2 shots coming up here for Ishikawa.
Rebound to take you show one more time. Booster defense.
Second will drop. Quick sub as Fuki Yamamoto will come in. Neither team in the penalty. Kenta Mori. Here's the backup point guard for Yuki. Sugiura will launch and misfire. It's a 2-for-1 situation that time. So they're going to get the ball back. Nice basket. Just getting to his spot was Hoshino. One-point leader for Shinshu. Low scoring affair. Uthoff had to put that one up. Shot clock was winding down. Angus says enough's enough. They're not going to get a shot off, but making sure there were no offensive rebounds and putbacks. First quarter done. And it's a 1-point lead by the visitors at 15-14.
presents Yokohama B-CORSAIRS versus Shinshu Brave 14対15で信州ブレイブウォリアーズのリードです。さあこのまま海賊バズーカタイムに行ってみましょう。
海賊バズーカタイムはご自身のお席でお楽しみください。
ビーローズは海賊バズーカで皆さんの席に向かって頭に商品を打ち込みますよ。なんと横浜マルタイでは海賊バズーカが2台。そしてさらに本日は桃田選手からもプレゼントがあります。ビーローズそして桃田選手にアピールして商品ゲットしてくださいね。それでは一発目バズーカさあそこから桃田選手からもプレゼントがありますよ。3人シャンの10名にプレゼント打ち込んでいきますよ。1つ目決まった優しいですね桃田選手。さあ1回戦で皆さんのガンガンアピールしていってください。ビーローの缶バッジをプレゼントします。いいですね。さあ1階席の皆さんにはビーローズ缶バッジをビーローズが直接手渡ししちゃいます。桃田選手もどんどん入れていってます。
スリーポイント。
Second quarter starting here. Welcome back to the Yokohama Buntai. Angus Brandt inside. Easy two. Finally gets a layup to drop. Extending that lead back up to 3. So far, Brandt with his first basket and 6 rebounds. Kai King using his athleticism, scores inside. Second basket for Kai King. He's got 4 points. Doing the same there. But misfiring was Justin Mutz. Not too many fouls. There's been a good flow to this game. Oliver back in the ball game as well. Kai King brings it out. You want to challenge Mutz? Here they got the mismatch. That's why there's the quick double. Kai King forced to put this one up. A bit too strong there on that logo 3. Mutz will give it up. Now gets it back against Kai King. He didn't want to challenge Kai. Still doesn't want to challenge. 2-man game. Eventually that's going to drop there. What a 3. Coming there from Koyasudo. It's now a 4-point advantage at 20-16. The visitors on a 5-game losing streak. Playing like their lives depended on this match. Muri with the steal. To the wing, Oliver. Finds Kai King. Good looking 3, yes! 7 points now in the contest for Kai King. That is real firepower coming off the bench. That'll cut the lead down to 1. Sudo forces that one up. Won't drop, and here comes Oliver the other way. Mori really look for Scott. Well, Kai King's looking for his shot. You can't blame him. Puts up another one and hits. That's very similar to what happened in the All-Star game when he couldn't miss.
信州前半2回目のタイムアウ
As
ト
he starts to heat up, he's got 9 points. Coach Michael says, let's try to cool him down with a timeout. Back to the action. Coming for timeout. Let's see what they diagram. They diagram a quick 3 and it works. Nice basket there from Mitsui. There are times when Mitsui would start. Here for Coach Michael. Sugiura from 17 feet. A little bit too strong. Mutz snares that rebound away from Angus Brandt. Two-man game. Mutz and Brandt. The pass, straight to the bench though. He was expecting Louis to come on out to get that. Two-point lead for Shinshu. Devin just stopped. That was quite surprising. Everybody's shocked that he just hoisted that one. There's no chance for the rebounders to get into position. Mutz inside to Brandt. Foul's going to be called there. Right before he can actually even make his move. (23-21) is still our tally.
横浜18番森健太個人ファール1個目チームファール4個目です。両チーム選手交代がありま
Duty
した。
foul given up there by Takeru Oda.
11番カイソットが入ります。
Oh, they're gonna say the foul is on Kenta Morii.
さあ引き続き
He gets replaced and here comes Kawamura back in action together with Donley. Donley, nice find. Marshall didn't want to take it. Looks for the open 3. Not gonna drop though. Marshall will hold on to it first. They rifle a pass inside. Donley gets denied once again. Donley already rejected twice here. Yuki, nothing. Kai Soto back in the ball game. Yokohama still trails by 2. Donley, he can hit that. Kisses it off the glass. Not quite sure he called that, but at the end of the day, still a 5-point lead at 26-21. Nice tap by Donley. And rebound, of course. Boxing out Sugiura there. The handoff finds Marshall. Marshall, easy 2. That's going to bring us here to our official timeout. First dead ball situation after the 5-minute mark. And it's now a 7-point lead for the Brave Warriors.
トップパートナーのウェイズ・トヨタ神奈川様にご協賛をいただいております。ウェイズ・トヨタ神奈川はグループプロセスに新しい嬉しいを作るを掲げ、ディーラーという枠を超えてお客様に新しい価値を提供し続けています。これからもウェイズ・トヨタ神奈川はスポーツを通じた地域活性活動、持続可能な社会の実現に向けて取り組み、ファン、ブースターの皆様と共に横浜ビームステアーズを応援してまいります。以上、本日のサントリースポンサー様のご紹介でした。
Final 5 minutes before the halftime break. And the crowd here at Yokohama trying to be as noisy as they possibly can because they find their squad down by 7 after that big 3. Now just down by 4. That's what you want coming off a break. Executing your game plan. There is Donley. Quick strike once again. Leads back up to 6. Donley now with 5 points. He also has 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Devin Oliver left wide open. Not gonna drop. Kurihara picks it up. Finds Donley. And Donley's gonna be called for a travel. He can't believe it. As you see that wry smile. Coach Michael doesn't like the call as well. Back in the ball game. Kaito Ishikawa, their starting point. On the flip side, they're sending in Jared Uthoff back. Jared has not been as dominating as he once was early this season. He was easily scoring 20 points. Yuki finds a space, puts it through. He's got 8 points. In the land of the Giants, he's not scared. Got the lead down to 4. Foul will be called there. Stopping the action on Koyasudo. There's a nice look at Coach Aoki. Kurihara stopped in his tracks by the second personal from Sudo. Marshall, powerful individual. 23-year-old Matsuzaki will pick that one up. He wasn't complaining about the foul being called. He was complaining about the fact that he said he fouled Marshall before Marshall took off, and he might have had a point. But they're going to give Marshall continuation here. No fouls yet called on Shinshu. 3 fouls called on Yokohama. Marshall knocks down the first. Wayne Marshall, actually the only remaining original import here for the Brave Warriors. He started out the conference together with Dion Thompson and Stanton Kidd. The 37-year-old, showing he's still got a lot of legs. Takes care of business. Knocking down those 2 free throws. Leads back up to 6. Omura starting to take over. We'll get it back. Flipping it up. Nothing there from Jared. Kurihara will hold on to it, and eventually they push it forward. Donley will get fouled, and that foul will put the squad of Yokohama in the penalty. They're attacking the defense here of the youngster. So Hiroki Matsuzaki will pick up his second personal in about 30 seconds. Watch them go to the paint. A little bit more. Marshall. Ooh, he picked up his dribble and gave it out. Not wanting to challenge Kai. Now he will try to challenge. And free throws coming up here. That's good strategy. That's smart basketball. Why not go inside to your big man? Asudo says he got all ball. Hard to tell from that angle, but at the end, it's still 2 free throws. Marshall will hit his third free throw. Marshall now with 5 points to go to 1 board. He's been on the floor for almost 8 minutes. Yuki. No look pass. Actually, that's already Murii. On the floor at the same time with Yuki. Usually, they come in for one another. So Coach Aoki looking for extra speed. Marshall from the outside, yes! Kai Soto gave him too much space. And it's now an 11-point advantage at 36. 37-26. Watch it here. Kai comes out. Not in time. Kai Soto inside, flips it up. Short there. He'll get it back in the repost. People forget Kai is a very good passer. As he found Kawamura there cutting, Ishikawa will pick up another personal. Only the first team foul. Short there. On that attempt from Oliver. Mats will pick it up. They look inside. Marshall. Couple of fakes. Will score. And it's now a 13-point advantage for Shinshu. Sakai. He's been very effective today, scoring-wise, just misses there. Donley couldn't get that rebound. It's been a real drought. Kai Soto. Wow, attacking the defense of Marshall there. Now with 6 points. Not afraid of the bulkier Marshall. To flip it inside, Marshall gets it right back. Looks like he got hit in the Adam's apple in the process, but he's got 13 huge points coming off the bench. He's back to 13, approaching the 1 minute mark. Oliver is yet to score. Here's Uthoff. Sidestepping move. Almost traveled. Put up a prayer, not answered. We're going the other way. Why not go inside? If you're Shinshu, your opponent in the penalty. That's what they do. Marshall once again. Couple of moves. Pass was telegraphed though. Open three, Oliver. Can he finally get into the board? Yes, he does. Badly needed basket here for the boys in blue. Shot clock's off. 10-point lead enjoyed here by the squad. That's visiting the Yokohama Buntai. Solid second period for the Brave Warriors. They're looking for more. Kurihara for three. Overshoots though. Yuki will not get a shot off. 2 quarters done here. And lo and behold, the squad has been a 5-game losing streak is up. 41-31. It's Shinshu.
コア太鼓のこと。うわ、これでコアと書いてます。一体どんなチームなのでしょうか。暗転の中セッティングしてますね、三木村さん。
はい、コアは世界的にも珍しい LED ドラムパフォーマンスをはじめ、マーチングや鼓笛隊で使用されるマーチングドラムを用いた日本初のドラムパフォーマンス集団です。2006年にここ横浜で結成されました。新たなエンターテインメントとして各地のイベント、企業のセレモニーほかメディア出演などを行っており、近年では米津玄師などメジャーアーティストのライブシーンや日本テレビ24時間テレビにも出演されました。唯一無二のエンターテインメントとして日本各地に素晴らしいパフォーマンスを届けていらっしゃいます。
すごいパフォーマンス集団ですね。はい。そしたらコアはここ地元横浜でのパフォーマンスってことになりますよね。
そうなんです。独自の表現手段、技とテクノロジーが織りなす集団美、ぜひ皆さんその目でご確認いただきたいと思います。
めちゃくちゃ楽しみです。さあ、そろそろ準備は整ったのでしょうか。さあ皆さんもうしばらくお待ちください。Bローズのねスペシャルコラボもあります。特別なハーフタイムになること間違いなし。さあスタンバイが整いました。Now on to the show, it's Core! さん素晴らしいパフォーマンスでしたね。
華やか大迫力でした。
もういろんな意味で熱かったですよ、見てました。
熱かった。
本当鳥肌のでした。さあ以上というわけでハーフタイムショーでした。
さあここからは来場者全員に当たる事前応募企画プレゼンテッドバイトレタテネット B コルの29点目を決めるのは誰だの当選者発表です。さあ本日29得点目を決めたのはこちら背番号15番デビン・オリバー選手です。
After seeing those highlights, let's take a look at the numbers. And you can see the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS shooting 29% from two-point country, 41%. Not good, but respectable here for the Brave Warriors. Also shooting much better from three, 50%. That is a good number. 7 out of 14. They're shooting much better from three than they are for two. Talking about the visiting squad. Look at this though. Yokohama only with 2 turnovers, and that's one of the main reasons why they've stayed close at 10 points. All the other numbers just about even, really, as you can see there. 12 apiece. Those are the points in the paint. 5-0. Those are the second chance points in favor of Yokohama. Rebounding though, Shinshu with 26 boards as compared to just 18 rebounds for Yokohama. In terms of assists, 4 more for the Brave Warriors, as we have the scoring leaders. 9 points for Kai King, Yuki Kawamura with 8 points, and 6 points for Kai Soto. For the leaders, Marshall coming off the bench has 13, and 5 apiece for Elliot Donley and Ishikawa. Bit of foul trouble. Sudo with 3, Matsuzaki with 2. Sudo is part of the starting unit. Matsuzaki, not as important to this squad. He's in there for defensive purposes and to give his squad quality minutes. On the other side, not too many problems for the Shinshu Brave Warriors. Only 1 apiece for Ishikawa, Kurihara, and Mats. In the first 2 periods, they never got into the foul trouble situation. Rebounding story. 7 boards for Brandt, 7 boards for Mats, and 3 for Donley. For the squad of Yokohama, 5 for Soto, 4 for Kawamura, and 3 for Oliver. In terms of the assists, 5 dimes for Ishikawa, 5 for Mats, 4 for Kawamura, and 2 apiece for Oliver and for Uthoff. Shinshu is actually on a 13-game losing skid. Yokohama lost their last game. They've actually lost 4 of their last 5. So they're not in good form as well. And when you talk about the Brave Warriors losing 13 straight, they want to be able to stop that right here, right now. Third quarter has begun. Kai King will start for his squad. Why not? He's having a good game. Kawamura back to Kai. Kai will try to make his move. Go straight to the cup. Last line of defense was Brandt. And when Brandt went to help over, Kai Soto said, "The offensive rebound is mine." Watch it here. Nobody's going to be able to stop Kai Soto. Second personal foul going to be called there on Ishikawa. Kai takes care of the first. One more coming for the 21-year-old. People forget that this guy is only 21 years old. He's been playing professional for over 2 years. Went to the United States. Was supposed to play for the Ignite squad in the G League. Then decided to move over to Australia. Played there. And now he's in Japan. 21 years old and already 3 years playing the pros. He'll only get better as he gets stronger.
さあ、ショットクロックが14秒に成功されました。ディフェンス
41 to 33 is our tally. Kurihara left open. He's a dead shot.
Go, go, B-CORSAIRS!
10-point lead still enjoyed by the visiting squad.
新州ボールのスローイング
Kai Soto says, should have been a little higher. Ishikawa once again. Nice seal by Brandt. Doesn't get the pass. Falls to Donley. Donley falling away. Will misfire. Here comes Kawamura. Uthoff will ring out. Wow, Jared Uthoff has really struggled today. He has actually really struggled in the latter part of the season. Uthoff finds Kawamura. Foul be called in Donley. Donley's one of the smarter players you can find.
新州3番エリエット・ドンリー個人ファウル1個目チームファウル2個目です
Back in the play there with a foul.
スローイング
It's only number 1 on him. Number 2 in the Brave Warriors here in the third. Oliver with 3 points. He's a world import. He needs to score more. That was close. Let's get kept out. As we have Kurihara here. Kurihara, that's like a layup. From medium range. Drains another one. And a quick timeout will have to be called here. Coach Aoki, not a happy man. Back to the action. Why not look for Kai King? He was on fire in the first half. Kawamura will find Kai. Kai from the 15-foot line. A little bit too strong. Foul's going to be called on Oliver. Offensively, things have just not clicked for Yokohama.
ファウル横浜15番デビン・オリバー
Clearly a foul there
1個目チームファウ
on
ル
Oliver.
新州にフリースローツーショットが与えられます
Let's go, Booster Defense!
He acknowledges the foul. You know he got beat to the rim. Biggest lead so far is 13. That's where we are now. Looking for a bigger lead with a free throw. The fans of Yokohama hoping they're able to distract him. Doesn't distract much. It's now 47-33. Foul's going to be called on Kurihara.
ファウル新州12番栗原
Ooh, that's going to be the third
個
team
人ファウ
foul
ル2個目チームファウル3
for
個
the squad of Coach
目
Michael.
横浜ボールのスローイング
This might be the first time they get into the penalty here this evening. Second personal foul on Lou. Let's see if they try to attack once again. Shot clock is down to 3. 4 shots there by Kai. Not gonna drop. Kai King, not Kai Soto. Soto was inside. Here's Mux once again. Ooh, Angus Brandt stopped his cut. It was fortunately kicked here by Kai Soto.
さあショットクロック残り18秒。ディフェンス。
Chance of defense. They're definitely going to need defense and more. Donley inside, flips it through, and the lead is now 16.
Go, B-CORSAIRS!
Everything working for Shinshu. Kawamura from deep, yes! That is a big response from their star. Well, you can see the defense is really predicated on stopping him more than anyone else. Mutz with the advantage over Kai King. That won't drop. Good help defense from Soto. Kawamura will try to look for a shot once again. No basket, they say. Foul will be before that on Elliot Donley. But that will put now the boys in white in the penalty situation. There was a foul. No gather yet. A lot of time still remaining here. 5:55. Kawamura. Deep. No. Not the best of shots. We try to go inside. Mutz delivers once again. What a stretch.
Go, B-CORSAIRS!
Back up to a 15-point advantage. Kawamura will find Uthoff. Uthoff will overshoot. Kai as well. Kai tries to barrel his way. Eventually muscles his way through. He's in double digits with 10 points. And he also got an offensive rebound there. Mutz reposts. Kicks it out again. Marshall. That was well run. 15 points now for Marshall. A little bit of misdirection. Two-man game on one end, and then Marshall sealed Kai deep. Kai Soto inside. Back-to-back baskets by Soto. Now a timeout's going to be called here by Coach Michael, not wanting the fact that Kai Soto starting to heat up.
さあ、新州によるタイムアウト。さあ、海賊選手が連続で得点を入れました。このまま流れを変えてくれるか。全員皆さんの素晴らしいブーストも聞こえています。ここはもう一回みんなで精神統一してパワーを送っていきましょう。いきますよ。1、2、3、GO!
A lot of time still remaining here. Let's see the adjustments that my coach Michael will make with his squad. Defensively, that is. Donley for three. Rims out. Coming from the back. Almost a steal. It is. Completed. What an effort from Ishikawa. Not giving up. Twice. Ishikawa will put this one up. A little bit too strong. Marshall, offensive rebound. Coming off that timeout. Short has been lifted in favor of Josh Scott. Kurihara is going to get that to drop. Back up to a 16-point advantage at 56-40. In double digits now is Louis Kurihara. Uthoff. Nice bucket. That could get him going. Only with 5 points so far. Mutz. Oh, I was about to say that's a heat check. Well, he's still scorching hot, talking about Kurihara. Getting back-to-back threes now for a total of 13 points. That foul will send Kawamura to the line. Not a good foul there from Mutz. Just when it looked like Yokohama, well, they are struggling offensively. You're going to give them 2 easy free throws. Shinu checks in for Shinshu. Nice look at Coach Michael. So far, so good for his squad. Trying to snap his 13-game losing streak. They only have 6 victories so far this season. Tonight might be number 7. Kawamura makes both. Nothing doing there with the offense. Chance here for the boys in blue. Quick three. They really needed that one. Louis snatches that rebound. Donley to Mutz. Mutz finds Donley in rhythm. He gets denied though. They're off and running. Yuki will come up short. Sorry, missed there. That would be a duty foul call on Kai King. He made it seem like he was going for the ball. So that shouldn't be an unsportsmanlike foul. Kawamura there apologizing. 10 out of 10 times he makes that layup. Looks like they're going to study and double check this to see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul on Kai King. That'll be a big call because remember, an unsportsmanlike foul is 2 free throws and then ball possession. Here is the foul. They might say there was excessive contact, but at the end of the day, it looked like he was going for the ball, at least with his right hand. So far, so good here for Coach Michael's squad, though there's a lot of time still to be played. 2:21 here in the third, and an entire fourth coming up. So the referees saw it, they agree, and here's the call. Just a regular foul, as expected. Kai approves. Stop the fast break there. Only the second team foul. Back to Mutz. Allowing him to create once again. Going to the wing. They repost Marshall. Marshall will not force the issue. Shot clock is winding down. Shinu will be called for stepping on the baseline. Job done here by Kawamura and company. Now they need to score. Harapai. Yuki. Short on that layup. He thought he had enough. Shinu will bring it around. And he'll score. I was about to say not necessarily the best of possessions. It was actually Hoshino, the only one who held that ball. He was dribbling. In the end, he'll hit that shot, which makes it a good possession. Uthoff inside. That will not drop. Another foul here on Kurihara. Uthoff's got to get going. That should have been a three-point play. Kurihara will pick up his third, and that's why he's going to be lifted. Uthoff makes the free throw. But only 6 points there for Jared, you can see. That's actually his regular norm now. But in the first 15 games, he was averaging over 20 points a ball game. Oliver will check back in. Also with an underwhelming 3 points. They get it inside to Donley. Donley to Mutz. Mutz will attack. Come up short, but that fell right on his lap. The offensive board. He's got 8 points. Just allowed his teammates to do a lot of the scoring, but now in the third, trying to take control. Scott to Yuki. You can see the entire third period Kawamura played. Oliver. That was from point blank range. Those are shots he normally makes. Donley. Nice find inside. Hoshino scores. And the lead is now 19 at 65-46. The lead just continues to get bigger and bigger. Scott saves it. Oliver, no. More than enough time to put up a quick shot. Marshall for three. Good line. Won't drop. The 3 quarters are done here at the Yokohama Buntai, and the home squad still trailing and trailing big. Now they trail by 19.
Take it away, ladies.
Good start to the fourth quarter here for the Brave Warriors. Quickly going inside of Marshall. He's got 17 huge points. All of those coming off the bench. It's now an 11, actually a 21-point margin at 67-46. Kawamura steps into the three. That's not going to drop. And now look at Shinshu. Playing smart, using some clock. Not needing to rush things. Their offense is flowing. And they got a huge lead. Ishikawa will misfire. But they used a lot of the shot clock. And already a minute gone here in the fourth. Kawamura finds Scott. Scott from the outside, yes. To bring them to within 19. Only the second basket here for Josh Scott. Almost a turnover. Oliver was hoping a foul was going to be called. But Mutz, that wasn't a good possession to begin with. Eventually he lose it. Mutz not happy. We're going to have a head coach challenge here coming from Coach Michael. So I guess he figured that ball came off Devin Oliver. Let's see here. Quick hands. Diving for it there is Mutz. He might have a point there. Can we see it from another angle? Before hitting towards the floor, it definitely came off the hands of Oliver. Did it hit his foot or did it hit the head of Justin Mutz? They're looking at the big screen replay. But again, our officials are looking at it from multiple angles. They can make the best possible call. Morii there on your screens. Here's the call. Good challenge here from Coach Michael Katsuhisa. We got at least 14 seconds to burn. So Mutz is saying, can I inbound it in the backcourt? Our officials say yes. Because it went out in the backcourt. Ishikawa. Good challenge. Finds Marshall. Marshall inside. That's not going to drop though. Well, they got the shot that they wanted. From close range. Just didn't drop. Oliver takes it strong. He'll be fouled by Marshall. Smart move from Devin here. They need to be able to get points quickly as they try to save clock. Marshall will take a seat. In his place, Angus Brandt. The Yokohama squad are going to need all the points they can possibly get from free throws, from layups, from three-pointers. It's going to cut the lead down to 18. They get it past the timeline, and again, watch them use clock. And go for the basket in the final 10 seconds. Mutz. He feels he's got the mismatch and takes advantage of that one. Josh Scott came in to help out a little bit too late. He's got 10 points. And the timeout will now be called by Coach Aoki. They need to change their defensive strategies or else it will be a loss for them.
さあタイムアウトです。苦しい状況の中選手たちもあがいています。我々で後押しをしていきましょう。 Let's go B Rose! Go go B-CORSAIRS! Go go B-CORSAIRS!
Scoring leaders there, Kawamura with 13 points. Kai Soto with 12. Kai is on the bench though. Even 20-point advantage for the visitors. Under 8 to be played. We need some quick strikes and then stops. For Shinshu, I think he's got to continue to do what they've been doing all throughout the night. Kawamura for 3. Short. Nice rebound there by Mutz. And here's Ishikawa. Ooh, quick strike from Ishikawa. As he gets fouled there by Morii. They don't necessarily need more points anymore. They're up by 20. But I guess he figured, why not? Let me get some personal points and at the same time, give my squad a little bit more leeway. But the important thing right now is the clock.
One more time, boost the defense!
Ooh, the second one's not going to drop. But the split will still give them a 21-point lead. Matching their biggest. Nice find inside. Oliver needed a 3-point play there. But Brand says, nope, you're going to have to earn it the hard way and just 2 shots. Smart play there from Angus. That was a convincing free throw. Still it went through, and it's a point. Two free throws will bring it back down to 19. Grant almost lost it. Eventually does. Kawamura. Kawamura should have taken that one. Soto tries to challenge. Uh-oh. That might be an ankle injury for Shinu. His foot got caught under the body of Morii. He's walking it off. Coach Michael making sure that Marshall knows exactly what he needs to do here in the final 7 minutes. Shinu will be replaced. Marshall comes in for Brandt. who had a turnover. Kurihara's in as well. That'll spread and space the floor a little bit more. They kick it out. Extra pass, Ishikawa. Mutz for three. A little bit too strong. Kai with the board. Time's running out though. Oliver didn't want a quick hit three. 4 shot from Kawamura, no. Mutz past the timeline. He'll challenge and get denied. Kai Soto was there as the last line of defense, but they're gonna say he fouled on the second shooter. Watch it here. This is clean. It fell there. And Mitsui says thank you so much. Second personal foul will be called on Kai Soto. 2 free throws now for Kazuya. Coming back in is Fuki Yamamoto. Kazuya misfires. One more coming up. Try to make this an even 20-point lead once again. All the fans here for Yokohama trying to do everything they possibly can to distract him and hope he misses the shot. And he does. Job done there by the fans, the 6 men and women helping out. Big shot once again. That will rim out. They've had some open shots. But if it doesn't fall, they can't bridge this gap. Taikin getting ready to check back in for the home squad. They're going to need his outside shooting. Open three. And Yamamoto delivers. He just checked in. That's what you'd like to do. Come in and immediately help out your squad. Job done. Inside incursion not gonna work. Second serving still not gonna drop. It has not been the day for Devin Oliver. He's missed so many shots from point blank range today. I remember at least 4. And the 3 will just drop here. Yamamoto checked in and he's hit 2 quick baskets. Both of them 3s. For a total of 6 points. Oliver will try his hand at a 3. No. I guess if your free throws aren't sure, you're missing from inside the paint, Try from 3, it's not going to work as well. Inside Justin Mutz. Lost it. Big hands here from Oliver. Kai will try to challenge. Goes back to his stronger hand and will miss. Oliver there for the putback. Finally, he says, something drops. Marshall gets helped up as we get to this official timeout. Dominating performance so far here for the boys in white. Back to the action. Open 3. Short. Kai saw to another board. 23-point advantage enjoyed here by the visitors as they look to cruise to their 7th victory this season. Up and under move, not going to work there for Oliver. Mutz still in the ball game here as he gets fouled by Kawamura. Second personal foul on Yuki. Ishikawa back. They need ball handlers. They need to just protect this ball. Use clock. Marshall can't find a friend, and Kawamura is going to pick up another personal. Maybe at this stage, you sit Yuki. He picks up his third. This is a loss. You don't want him to get injured.
Let's go, Boost defense!
And with Yokohama in the penalty, 2 free throws here for the starting point guard, Kaito Ishikawa. Will make the first. Looking to bring this lead back up to 25, which would equal their biggest lead in the ball game. You can see the excitement there on the bench of the squad of the Shinshu Brave Warriors. They have not yet picked up double-digit victories here. They've lost their last 2 games by a total of 7 points. They've been in the matches, just can't close. But today they're going to close and close strong. Isolation basket there. Yupov will have 9 points. He might finish in double digits. But again, another disappointing outing for Jared. Ishikawa brings it around using clock. Now flips it up. He's actually got the advantage close to the basket against Kawamura. He's much taller. Ishikawa is actually 6'2". Kawamura is only 5'8". Oliver will force the issue, and that's going to drop. Tough basket there for Devin Oliver. Now he's finally in double digits with 10 points. At the same time, maybe you'd like to sit Devin Oliver. You'd like to sit in your starters for both these squads. Mutz tries to finish strong with a slam. Nope. Jared taps it to himself. It's been that kind of a day. Layup will not work. Put back likewise. Kai Soto will lose it. Take it to Marshall. Under 2 minutes to be played. And again, they'll just hold on to this one. Take the shot in the last 5 seconds. Ishikawa with the flip. Marshall still trying to battle for it. It falls to Kai. Kai leading the break. Oliver will get fouled. Foul on Mitsui. Well, you like the fact that they're still not giving up any easy layups. That would have been a clean block up high coming from Mutz. But Mitsui to the foul. Oh, Donnie's going to be sent back in. Donnie is an integral part of this squad. Not quite sure why you want him in there. As Jared Hutto will score. That's what he was able to do with the greatest of ease in their first 10 games. Hits that three. A timeout's going to be called here by Coach Michael. Guess he's not happy with a 20-point advantage. We'll be back.
Shinshu ボールから
A minute and a half remaining here in this one. I'm quite surprised that Coach Michael would still call a timeout. Designing this play. Frees up Mitsui. Mitsui can't hit. I guess they wanted to run a play. That was a set play, and they executed it quite well. It got them the open shot. No basket, but the open shot. Under a minute remaining in this one. 80-60 is our tally. Mutz finds Brandt. Brandt very close to a 3-second violation. Puts that through. Only 4 points, but Brandt is really in there for defense and rebounding. King. Look at this. Kawamura still in the ball game. Extra pass. Open three. Sudo knocks it down. You like the fact that Yokohama is still playing going to get it past the timeline. Difference of about 3 seconds on the game clock, shot clock. Mats doesn't care. He will score. Final attempt now here for Kawamura and company. Looking for a consolation basket. Uthoff. Bang. That's now with a capital B though. Mats says we don't even have to bring it past the timeline. A huge victory here for Shinshu as they snap a 13-game losing streak, winning this one away 84-66. In the background there, you saw Matt Aquino, the son of the legend Marlo Aquino, who actually is a local. He is of Japanese descent, but unfortunately for the Filipino fans, they were not able to see him play today. Matt Aquino, number 13, standing 6'9". Well, they're not going to need him, at least for tonight. There's Matt. The visiting Shinshu Brave Warriors win this one. As we hear from Coach Michael Katsuhisa in a bit. There's Matt Aquino on the left of your screens. Get ready to hear from Coach Katsuhisa and some of the players of Shinshu as they exit the floor, as they thank the fans for all their support, especially their fans who traveled. There is a small section of Brave Warriors faithful. There they are. They're happy. Finally, a W for their squad. After 13 straight defeats, they're back in the winning column.
はい、マイケル、堀川です。久しぶり。
久しぶりです。
まずはお疲れ様。本当長いトンネルだったと思うんだけど、率直な今の気持ち聞かせてください。
はい。まずはこの素晴らしい、新アリーナで、たまたまだと思うんですけど、横浜対信州になって、今日自分だったり、久だったり、ウェインだったりがここで、青木さんや、ケンジ、との対戦という、なんか特別な、思いでした。一番の今の思いは、ずっとその暗いトンネルの中で、我々の目標である日々成長しようと、メンタリティの話をとにかく続けて、どうしても最近競った試合も負けてはいて、もちろん最後シュート入る入らないとかいろんなことあるんですけど、コントロールできることがいろいろある中で、どうしても、遂行力のミス、ディフェンスのミスがあってしまう。これを言い続けて、今回もちょっとずつは良くなっていたんですけど、言い続けて、今日の試合の前、昨日と今朝ですね、勝利に値するウォークスルーだったり、ディテールにしっかりとフォーカス、最初から最後までビデオミーティングもウォークスルーも長くても勝利に値する準備ができたっていうところまで、時間はかかりましたけど、やっとそこまで来たから、こういう結果につながったと思うので、それがやっとできて嬉しいですし、選手たちが、特に若い選手、新加入の選手、それで、勝利をつかめたことが、自信になってほしいですし、そこまで今回来れた選手たちを誇りに思っています。
シーズンのね、始まりというか序盤から怪我人であったり、多分マイケルがね目指してたバスケットとは程遠いような、なかなか組み立てられない状況が長く続いたと思うんだけど、今日の試合で今まで目指していたバスケっていうのには少し近づいてきたっていう感じかな。
はい、間違いなく近づいたと思います。本当に、まだまだ、これからですけど、とっても辛いシーズンなのは、間違いなくて、やっぱり結果がついてこない中でも、その成長とかメンタリティとか、我々のバスケット、ができるように、一つ一つのディテールの話を、結果がついていなくて、選手たちも大変だったと思うんですけど、これが自信になってほしいです。まだまだこれからなので、はい、こうやって、本来の、信州のバスケットっていうのを、残り試合で全試合でできるようにしていきたいです。
今日平日のナイトゲームでも信州から多くのブースターが応援に駆けつけて、大きな声で声援も送って、あとはもう画面からもたくさん応援していると思うので、最後は笑顔で何かブースターにメッセージを送ってください。お願いします。
いや、笑顔が出しにくいシーズン、を過ごしているんですけど、毎試合、こういう結果でも、応援しに来てくださってて、本当にずっと、感謝していますし、今日もアウェーで、本当に皆さんのエナジーがパワーになったので、本当にありがとうございます。まだまだこれからなんですけど、今日という日は一緒に、この勝利を、まずは一つ味わい、一緒に、分かち合って味わい、分かんないですけど、言いたいことは分かると思うんですけど、今日は笑顔で、また明日から頭を下げて、次の仕事に進んでいきましょう。
ありがとうございます。本当にお疲れ様でした。
はい、ありがとうございます。
残りのゲームもマイケルらしさ全開で頑張ってください。応援してます。
ありがとうございます。
Nice statement there from head coach Michael Katsuisa. First and foremost, he said he's happy to win here in the new arena. He said, we lost so many times in the season, so we felt bad, and they were obviously in a bad mood. How can you not be in a bad mood when you've lost 13 straight? But slowly but surely, they got confidence, and that led to victory today. Well, they still have a few more games to be played. And so he said, once again, it's back to the drawing board, and they look forward to their next game. As far as they're concerned, they just want to win as many as they possibly can before their season ends. There's no chance for them to make the playoffs.
はい、石川選手、堀川です。
Here now.
ご無沙汰してます。
He's the point guard.
お久しぶりです。
Taito Ishikawa.
本当長いトンネルでしたけど、キャプテンとしてこの18連敗、今日までどういう気持ちでチームを引っ張ってきましたか。
僕は本当にマイケルのバスケットが日本一だと思って帰ってきて、やっぱりこういう風に負けが続いてしまうと、本当にコーチの批判だったり選手の批判だったりっていうところが結構 SNS でひどくて、ただやっぱり僕は本当にマイケルのやってるバスケットって間違ってないなっていう風に信じてずっとやり続けてたので、そこが本当に徐々にずっと形になりつつあったところで、あと一歩のところで勝ててなかったので、ただやっぱり今日本当にこのチームは誰かが2、30点取って勝つチームではないので、そういった意味で全員がディフェンスからハッスルして、ディフェンスリバウンドハッスルして得点につなげられたのかなというふうには思います。
毎試合石川選手の、気持ちのこもったプレーっていうのはもうずっと見てたんですけれども、今日ルーズボールであったりとか素晴らしいプレーがやっぱりチームを引っ張ったと思います。個人としてどう思いますか、どう感じてますか。
やっぱり勝ててないということは、やっぱりずっとコーチからエナジーというところを言われてたので、本当にそういった部分で、僕はここ最近ずっとルーズボールっていうところをやっぱり勝ちきれてないっていうところがあったので、やっぱりああいう本当球際のところルーズボール飛び込めたっていうのは一つチームに流れを、分かんないですけどそういうハッスルした部分を見せれたっていうのはキャプテンとして良かったのかなっていうには思います。
間違いなくワンプレーで一気にチームとしても火がついたように私は見てて感じたんですけれども、マイケルも目指していたバスケに少し近づいてきたっていうふうにインタビューで答えていたんですけれども、石川選手もどう感じます？
本当に近づいてきてはいるとは思うんですけど、やっぱりマイケルの求めてるところ、コーチが求めてるっていうところはまだまだ先だと思ってるので、やっぱりまだまだ40分間最後まで集中しきれてない部分もありますし、ただそれが今日なかった時間帯が短かっただけで、やっぱそれをもっともっと次のこの土日もすぐ試合があるので、そこで40分間出し続けられるようにやっていきたいなというふうには思います。
今日も信州から多くのブースターが、駆けつけて応援してくれました。画面からもたくさん多分応援してくれてます。一言強い気持ちを伝えてください。
まずバスケットライブでも現地でもたくさんの応援ありがとうございました。やっぱり僕のところには SNS で一緒に戦いますだとか残り10試合全部勝ちましょうって今日始まる前からも言ってくださってたので、僕らもそのつもりでいますし、全員で戦えば絶対その先は見えてくると思うので、今週末のホームゲーム川崎戦絶対2勝、まずは最初のゲームで1勝できるように一緒に戦ってほしいなと思います。今日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。残り9試合も応援してます。頑張ってください。
ありがとうございました。
As you enjoy the highlights, let's go to what Ishikawa mentioned in that lengthy interview. He said essentially it was a big win today. And that's for sure, especially after 13 straight losses. He said, we believe in Shinshu basketball. Preseason was not good, but at the same time, we still have a chance to win. So he asked for support from their fans, and he said, the season end is coming up in a few more weeks, but that means we still have more games. So please come out, support the squad before everything's over for the 2023-2024 season. Well, they came up with a big win here today. They essentially led from start. The first basket, they were up 2-0. Shinshu came back, they led 8-4, and then Yokohama led 14-11 until things went Shinshu's way. They got their biggest lead. Of course, talking about after 4 points at 8-4 at 5, 26-21. And from that point on, they never looked back. Elliot Donley got away there with a no-look pass from Justin Mutz. Kawamura tried his very best. Scoring inside there. He would finish with 13 points. He was on the floor for 33 minutes. Actually, he didn't need to play the last 10 if you ask me. Marshall, the 37-year-old, knocks down that three. First quarter ended in favor of Shinshu, 15-14. At the half, it was still in favor of Shinshu, this time by 10, 41-31. In the third period is where they blew everything open. Look at Mutz extending there, kissing it off the glass for two. In the third period, they would lead by as much as 19. The first of which was at 65-46. What an effort there to save it. That's one of the main reasons why he was interviewed. He was doing everything. Offensively, defensively, finding the open man. And Louis doing what he does best. Knocking down threes. He had a soft touch from there. Inside incursion won't work, but the putback will. Checking out some numbers now. Shinshu with 49 rebounds as compared to just 40 boards for Yokohama. In terms of assists, you expect Shinshu to have more, and they do. 25-17. In terms of steals, though, Yokohama had 4 more. 8-4. That's one of the few stat lines that they were ahead. They go to the wing. Coming in and giving them instant offense was Yamamoto. He hit 2 threes. We thought we'll get some consolation baskets there. And look at Hoshino. Going inside and making the defense pay. Nice look inside. Angus Brandt, only his second bucket there. Ishikawa. To Mutz, and Mutz another layup. That'll bring us to our final score, 84-66 in favor of the visiting squad, the Shinshu Brave Warriors. As we take a look at the numbers, 50% shooting for Shinshu, 20 out of 40. Only 29% shooting for the B-CORSAIRS. From 3-point distance, they didn't do much better. 9 out of 26 for 34%. A very good 44% shooting for Shinshu here from three-point land. Free throws, not really much of a difference between the two squads, only +2 for Shinshu. Yokohama really took good care of the basketball. Despite the fact that there was a lot of pressure from Shinshu, they only had 5 turnovers. But they're still going to lose this one big. 11 turnovers for the squad of Shinshu, 13-9. Those numbers were the points off turnovers. 22-32 in favor of Shinshu. Those were the points in the paint. That's expected because Mutt scored a lot inside. That big 13-38 discrepancy, definitely bench points. And most of them coming here from Marshall. Key player matchup. We have Sudo up against Kurihara. That's one-way traffic. As we check out the leaders in terms of points, Marshall would have 17, 13 for Kurihara, and 12 for Mutz. In the losing effort, Jared Uthoff would lead all scorers from the losing squad with 15, though a lot of them came when the outcome was already settled. 13 points for Kawamura, and Kai Soto had 12. Rebounding wise, Kai Soto with 12. So he had a double-double of 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 17 boards also for Justin Mutz. That's going to do it for our coverage. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us till the weekend. Thank you so much for joining us for B-League action. Till then, take care. Have a good evening ahead. God bless.